All right, we're back. Savage Lands news. Or damn it, me. What is this called? Savage Takes. All right.
Keep it in.
We're back. This is Savage Takes. This time we are with two of the all-stars in the Brute community. We got the OG, one of the first Rhinar players that I ever heard of, Yazi. And then we got Boostingspendog. He's been coming out of the woodwork here. Is he a Brute loyalist now? Is he a Tuffnut main? We're not positive. We're going to find out today. We're not positive. But, Boosting's all over the place now. He's got his new YouTube channel. The guy is kind of popping up and winning ProQuest, right? Or not ProQuest. You want a calling?
I want Battle Hardened.
Hell yeah, brother. Battle Hardened.
Who'd you win?
It was Marlon because it was draft. You'll see. Yeah. I would have tried on a Brute, but I couldn't.
yeah. All right, guys. So we're here to talk about all things Brute, whatever's been coming up in the community. ProQuest wins. We're almost at Worlds, and it's looking spicy. We got Living Legend in the format. We got best of 3 in the finals. We got a 6-year anniversary coming up. It's going to be a good time, but realistically, us 3 in the room, we're just going to talk about Brutes probably for 45 minutes. I have a hard time keeping track on anything else. I'll probably eventually talk about Rhinar, no matter what we talk about. But how you guys doing today? You're in the future. You're like a whole day in the future. It's like 9 a.m. there. It's pretty nuts.
Dude, the sun's shining and stuff.
Yeah, I know. I've had to close my window. If not, I'd just be getting blinded.
Oh, it's fucking exciting, dude. So are you guys currently in ProQuest? Are you playing Brutes right now in the ProQuest season, or what are you guys at competitively?
So far, I've played 2 different Brutes at 2 different events, and both times have been the wrong choices of which Brute to bring.
Brute life, dude. Which 2?
So week 1, I brought Rhinar.
Okay.
And the room I was expecting, full of Verdants, a bunch of wizards and all that. And Rhinar has a great time against wizards.
Yeah.
But the room was full of warriors, and I'm like, I don't know. I think there was 5 Fang, 4 Kasai, and 3 Dory.
Why?
And if you guys know the matchup, whenever you see a warrior, you're like, oh, okay, I just need to race them as quick as possible. But then you see defense reaction from them, and you're like, okay, no, I just have to. It's GG. It's GG.
Dude, I don't know what it is about Kasai particularly, but that matchup sucks on Rhinar. I can beat Dories. Fang is kind of whatever, but Kasai, for some reason, I've just never figured it out. Pankaj up here would just beat my ass every time I played Rhinar into Kasai, dude.
Especially with that new card, the attack reaction.
God.
That thing is so crazy, man.
Ban that card.
I just my brain just doesn't know how to verse them. I'm like, they got 2 cards in hand. They got 1 card in arsenal. They're swinging with their weapon. I'm like, are they pumping it to 1 billion, or are they just going to give it a go again?
What kind of Rhinar was it? Was it aggro degen, or was it kind of turtley?
So I'm if anyone knows, I'm known as the Rhinar club main.
Yeah.
Every list I've ever made has been a Rhinar club. So I went into it with claws because I know I'm versing a warrior.
Yeah.
So half my deck isn't fully built for claws.
Yeah.
So no sigilless cycles, no reckless stampedes, just a bunch of value cards. And you just get outvalued.
Yeah, I don't see a way out. What about you over there, man? You ProQuesting?
Yeah, I've attended every ProQuest so far. So I've played 3 ProQuests.
Nice.
The first ProQuest I played on KO, I was so determined, this was the best deck in format. I've been testing, and we were like, guys, this deck is busted. It just does some outrageous things. And then I rock up to my ProQuest, and I went 2-4, and I just had the worst variance. And I'm like, I cannot do this. This is shocking. I reckless stampeded myself to death once.
Oh, wow.
I drew a hand of 4 red no blocks, and they were swinging for 3. They were just yeah, I'll just swing with my weapon for 3. And I'm like, oh, I just die because I can't block. And I was just like, I can't do it.
I don't like. I hate KO so much, man.
Look, man,
I hate that hero.
I genuinely just feel like people don't know how to play him. Like I would like you saw the what was it the ProQuest or the calling, and it had like 50 people playing KO, and like there was a 14% conversion.
Oh,
like
no.
This is just like tourists who like don't know how to play Brute, and they're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna smash my entire hand on the board and see what happens. Like that's not how Brute works.
Yeah. You gotta just like go big or go home. Like if you're playing a consistent Brute, it's never gonna work. You gotta be playing Rhinar with Blood Rush and just kill your opponent.
Yeah, I really like the consistent versions of Brute, and it's just been so long since we've been allowed to play them. Like, I don't know. Like D-Gen Rhinar is cool and all, but I don't know, dude. Every time you just die because the deck told you to die that turn, it's just like the most infuriating thing in the world, you know? I think the risk to reward ratio is still a little bit unbalanced. You know what I mean? Like we're taking so much risk to have like medium results, you know? I don't know. Yeah, right. I'm a big fan of like consistent Rhinar, but you know.
So I can like, there was a while ago I did a write up on like why Brutes are the way they are. And if you want, we can go into that.
Why not?
Sure.
Why not?
Why not?
So look at every deck in the game, right?
Yep.
Every deck in the game except for Brutes. Every red that they can use, every blue everyone can use, every yellow everyone can use. No matter what hand anyone has, they have a good hand. Brutes rely on blues and yellows. The yellows are for like utility, not as attacks. And blues are just usually there for energy and maybe setup. But those cards don't attack themselves.
Yeah.
So you see a handful of blues, you're dead. You see a handful of reds, you're dead. You see a handful of yellows, you're dead. So like there's a fundamental issue with like the Brute class design where I feel like Super Slam tried to fix with the smashing ground, the energetic impact. But at the end of the day, like let's say smashing ground, you could have just had that to have the CNC effect without it being a 6 attack, and it still would have been okay. But it doesn't fully it doesn't fully have that effect without anything else.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're just a little bit away from like these new archetypes, right? Like we're getting pushed in directions that we haven't been pushed before. Like speaking of Super Slime, we got our Pump Go Agains, which is brand new, right? That's an archetype that we have never had before. Is like aside from like the 1-for-3 Intimidate buff or the random discard that was kind of dog shit, the 0-for-5. I think pumping is an interesting direction to take Brutes. And I also think that, you know, the generic go again. So if you've pitched a 6, you can 3-for-7 go again, 3-for-6 go again, 3-for-5 go again. Those are gonna start filling gaps. But like the core premise of Rhinar and the other Brutes minus KO, in my opinion, the old KO, is like the deck construction, like you said, is just like we have too many hoops to jump through constantly. You need your 6s for consistency. So you need yellows. Your blues are not 6s intentionally, which makes the entire design decision kind of a pain in the ass. And then every neutral card you put in a Brute deck slows it down. So your Command and Conquers, your Erase Faces, your D Reacts, your Sigil of Solaces, like that stuff, when they come in the right order, everything's working perfectly. But you don't function when you have too many of those in your hand or in your deck. And then I honestly, Pulping and Wild Ride, I wish they would just get deleted from the game. Like I hate those cards.
Such a love-hate relationship.
I hate those cards. Hate them.
Whenever I see a list that runs 3 Wild Ride, I'm like, man, you have not drawn like a handful of non-blocking reds before, man.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's an interesting one. And I think we're getting closer and closer, but you know, the Brute variance is just there. It's constant. It's a consistent fight.
Yeah. But look, I feel like what they've done with Super Slam is amazing. Yeah. So, like, currently they're not the best decks because, you know, you got Verdance, Oslo, and all that. But if you verse these off-meta decks like other Warriors, Guardians, and, like, let's say, like, Vincent and these, like, B-tier decks, you have a very good time and a very good matchup. Because, as I was talking about earlier, like your blues with RKO, your blues are like your best cards in your deck. like you swing with a Rowdy locals or like any like blue normal card, you're forcing them to either like overblock or you're forcing like so you can just arsenal something. So of course everyone calls it the brute assassin, but
Yeah.
it doesn't play like an assassin whatsoever. And then you got Tuffnut. Tuffnut in its like top form of like pure like yellows and blues and then like a few reds. The deck performs really well in like
Yes.
not fatigue, but constant damage every turn.
Mhm.
And then gives your opponent like a time limit. It's like, hey, turn 15, you're either going to be dead or milled out.
Yeah, Tuffnut is really. I mean, both decks are way more consistent than any other Brute has ever been because they have a totally unique approach to how Brutes operate. They're also not necessarily Blood Rush machines, which is like what every other Brute at this point in time is a Blood Rush machine. Tuffnut is a sick club deck. I'm sure you've played with it, right? How have you enjoyed Tuffnut in club?
It's like it's really interesting because there's two versions of the build, right? There's the club build, which I think is actually it's not bad. It's pretty good. I don't want to admit that it's good because I really just want to play rock, but you can fill it with like 10 reds, and then the deck just makes a ton of vigor. So if you flip a red off the top, it kind of just like cancels out, and you can swing a 2-card 6 disruption, and then if you hit a yellow or something, you just want to arsenal, you can just like swing club for 4, and it's just it still works, and you still make a toughness. But
and don't
I
forget,
really
like you're blocking for 1 billion too.
yeah, and you block for 1 billion. Like the toughness just like generates so much value, and that also happens in the rock build. But as you were saying, Yazi, like the rock is just a clock for every deck. Like you just like block out and send rock, and if they can't deal with it, then they got to start blocking the rock, and it's really good into decks that like send tall damage, but into like Syndra or Max where they go super wide, you just start dying because you can't block it all or any of the on hits.
Yeah, have you tried Claws Tuffnut yet?
I have. It's
no way.
It's actually, if it functions at all, one of the best Claws decks. Like its damage is slightly higher on average. You block slightly higher on average. The unique revered cards are pretty freaking sick.
They're pretty good.
They're pretty good. The only problem I found is disruption. Like if anything that mills your hand at all, a pummel, an on hit, whatever, you start taking a massive dive if they get cards out of your hand because you only have 3 cards to deal with, and Blood Rush is going to be one of the 3. You know, but dude, I've done some disgusting turns on Tuffnut Claws, like disgusting turns.
Yeah,
I think he might. I think Tuffnut's going to be an interesting deck over time.
Like the fact that you can like work around having 3 intellects.
Yeah.
Like you can, I don't know how to explain it, but like if they're trying to intimidate you and you have no cards in hand, it's like lol. And then like you're mid Blood Rush or whatever, and then you pitch off the top for your last claw. Like it's, I don't know, it just works.
Yeah,
it
works.
There's like only one issue that I have with Tuffnut is that there's no upside of having a 3 intellect hero with Tuffnut, because his hero ability just allows you to have 4 int. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
I think
you're trading it for one. You're trading it for 1 defense, right? That's it.
Yeah.
Like, because is that worth the trade? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me find. I'm just trying to like pull out my list right now because I wrote some stuff down. Like, okay. Here's where the 3 intellect is great, because if you again attacked by a guardian and you block them out and they try to pummel you, you don't have to like discard. So you're always safe around pummel.
Okay.
You're always safe around Scowling Flesh Bag. Cards like Thick Hide Hunter, like let you block with your whole hand for 12 on like a brute. Let's say they go like Wild Ride into Swing Big. You go block 6 into block 6, and then you can swing Rock back. And that's just like redinky donkulous. And same thing with like Good Natured Brutality. And that's the only upside ever. So I tried to lean real hard into that. But other than that, yeah, it's real shit.
One card I'd love you to test is 10 foot tall.
No, bro.
You put like you set up 2 of them. You have one in Arsenal, and then like you send 2 10-foot talls, and then next turn you pitch and swing rock.
I hate this because I was literally thinking about that last night, and I'm not even joking. I was just thinking, wow, that's a 20 value turn cycle.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And then next hand, you just don't worry about it. You're just like, yeah, I've got rock off the top, guaranteed, right?
Guaranteed, brother.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Not actually, but yeah, it's a wild deck. It's so much fun.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's just classic brute design, though. We get these 2 heroes that operate on a weird axis. They have so much they do have some randomness to them, especially if you're playing the rock version. I don't know. What thing do you think we're missing right now, as far as like brutes? Like what avenue? This is going to get into like probably too many things, but like,
Dave,
yeah, this is what do we need? What do we want? What like, you know?
We need like non. So the whole idea of the class is that it's variance based, right?
Right.
And it's all random. You know, a little cheeky, little bit of gambling. So if you just took that away, the class would just be bonkers nutso. But I feel like we would just need like some consistent piece that, or like some like common cards that like really made the class glue. Like Blood Rush is great for the class, but if you don't see it, kind of doo-doo. But if we had some like common cards that like exactly like Buckwild is exactly what we need. And maybe if we lean more into like some front pumps, the class would get better. But then you're like not drawing discarding, it's just not brute.
Yeah. It's honestly a hard thing to solve. Probably why they haven't solved it so far.
Yeah.
But what do you got, Yazi?
I have no idea. Like there's so many like alleys we can go down, and I think like at a core design point, we just need better equipment. Like equipment that isn't just
hard.
like it like Savage Sash is good. Yeah. No, not weapons. Our weapons are fine. But
yeah, no.
But like scab skins, I don't remember.
Hey!
That's a 10,
Rock
baby.
gang.
PSA 10.
10?
Yeah.
This is probably a 10. Probably a 10.
I believe it. It's a 10.
Sorry,
Yazi, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Like we just, I feel like we just need better equipment. Like scab skins, I don't remember the last time I've rolled with it, like at a large event.
Yeah.
Like it's just never happening. And like if you run beaded trackers, you're -1, like -2 health.
Yeah.
Apex Bonebreaker only works if you're versing a defensive deck. I know Gauntlets of Tyrannical Rex are good, but they're not good at all because it's still block 2, block 1, and then maybe once per game gains +1.
Yeah.
Our chest pieces are Tunic and Savage Sash, so only in burst decks or like tempo decks. And then you've got Fleshbag and Skullhorn. Like Fleshbag's good, but there's so like against decks that have so much go again, they don't care. They're like, I'm just gonna Arsenal it. Who cares? So it's like we need like ways to gain vigor or something else that can allow our hands to actually like play a 4-card hand and actually be able to play it, or like create agility tokens with our legs rather than having to use blues to create agility tokens.
Yeah. I think we're so close to agility working. It's just not quite there. Because like the consistent Tuffnut, me and Clay were talking about Tuffnut a while back, and he was playing agility Tuffnut for a little bit too, because like he has a little bit more access to it and whatever. But like to keep the train going, it's so difficult. Like runner, like another kind of runner-esque card that like if you can build up the tempo and keep the train going, that would be nuts. Like a ramp, like if you could get a little bit of a ramp going, something to guarantee. Yeah, agility is so freaking close. But another problem is our cost curve, right? We are every one of our cards is an awkward number. It's 2 or 3, 2 or 3, 2 or 3. So you need blues every single hand. You need 2 blues for our best turns every single hand. And so once again, it goes down the deck building. And if you have to have 2 blues in your hand, there's going to be a lot of turns where you have 4 blues in your hand.
Like, no matter what you put in your deck, it always feels like you're punished for like putting in a card that could help, but does like no damage.
Right.
So like Smashback Elhorn, amazing to play for next turn, but it does nothing.
For next
Like,
turn.
for next turn.
This
like,
turn, nothing.
really like the cards that say if you have this in your pitch zone, it does something. But the thing is that the attack itself is only on rate and not above rate.
Yeah.
Like, and we're versing Verdances who have like extreme on rate cards. We're versing Syndras that have like we have extreme like overrate cards. Valda, even Jarl, like everything has more rate than we do. We just need a high roll. And like if we take like if there's a way to tune that high rolly out and then make more consistent cards that are above rate. So like Show of Strength,
Jaws of Victory is nuts.
Yeah, Jaws of Victory. And then they also do something as well. So like, create an agility token on hit, or if this doesn't hit. Yeah, I
totally agree. Because our biggest turn is always Blood Rush. So if we take Blood Rush out of the deck, right, our average turns are exactly 3-ish, right? 3 rate per card. Like our 6 go agains are 2 cards for 6 damage with 1 floating resource, which doesn't buy a brute anything. We have no 1-cost cards that are worth anything, right? Like Savage Feast is the one, but you have to discard a card, so it doesn't actually work. So it's really like you're going to play 4 cards, do 12 damage-ish. And so we're doing 3 damage on our regular turns, and that 12 damage turn is got variance in it, right? It's the Pulpings, it's the Wild Rides, it's the Jaws of Victory, it's the stuff like that. You have to do something to do the 12. Whereas other classes are doing 4, 4, 4, 4, and then passing. And whatever order they draw their stupid ass reds in, it doesn't matter. They all say the same exact text. It does 4 and it goes again, right? Like, I don't know. I think we were so close. Like when I saw we're getting another swing big, I was like, all right, guys, we're cooking.
Yeah,
we got
we're close.
We're close. And then like Old Leather and Vim and Jaws of Victory, if those were regular brute cards, I think Rhinar would be cooking. But they're for big tough.
We need some more flexible cards.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what I think. I don't know. This is probably going to be a hot take right now, but I think another blue 6 isn't going to help Rhinar.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
It doesn't do shit. It increases our consistency, but like 2.5 points. You know what I mean?
We needed that 4 years ago. Like
4 years ago would have been great. But right now, we just need some blue with go again. I don't know.
Yeah. You know what would be crazy is if they just gave us a bunch of 2 for 6s a long time ago. Or sorry, 3 blue 6s a long time ago, we wouldn't have gotten Pulpings and Wild Rides because we'd be consistent doing other shit.
Yeah,
exactly.
But now they can't give us the 6s because then Rhinar would actually be, if we get too many 6s, you're just going to fire Pulpings and Wild Rides every turn, intimidate, and then Rhinar will speed LL to the moon, but even then, he might get shut down.
We have a good brute in the meta. Oh no, everyone lose their minds.
And he's on
shut up! We've been doing this for 5 years.
Let us have our time.
I want a brute defense reaction that counts as a 6.
Ooh,
only if discarded. Like, give me a 0 for 4 that if I discard it, it doesn't. It I don't know. It either doesn't end my turn or like. I don't know. It shits out an agility token or something, right? Like, I've wanted a defensive brute for forever. Tuffnut almost scratches that itch, but then they gave my only defensive brute 3 cards.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you don't even have the option to fall back on a 4-block turn, right? Like, and you throw D reaction.
Tuffnut is like, why doesn't Tuffnut have more health? He's 3 in to give him like 45 health.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Yeah, the 3 intellect on a defensive hero is like nuts. I know they wanted to make rock work. That is exactly why he exists. It totally makes sense if your purpose is to make a rock hero. But give me another toughness token revered brute that can play D reacts. If I get D reacts and Tuffnut, that would be sick, because the risk with Tuffnut and D-Reacts is that you only have 3 cards. That's one of your 3 cards in your hand. What are you going to fucking do on the offensive? Like, hope you can swing rock or hope, I don't know.
That's so true.
Yeah.
If you can't get rid of cards from your hand, you just can't swing rock. But like you could play like yellow Fate Force Scene or blue Fate Force Scene in the club build.
Yeah. That's dog shit too.
That's dog shit. But
like, you know, that's brute
I was playing
copy.
against the Dory. Yeah, right.
Brute
I was playing against the Dory, and they were like, they had like a full grip, and they were like, my hand is like 3D reacts, and they like throw Dawnblade, and I'm like, sick, no blocks, and then like no reactions. I'm like, okay, 3D reacts, just so I can swing rock next turn.
That's so funny, dude.
It's just so awkward.
Yeah, it's so funny. You get we're the only class who would get punished for that, dude. It's like, oh, sick defensive turn, can't swing my weapon. Awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
all right. So, I mean, Super Slam, I think they definitely nudged Brutes in the right direction. I think we're getting more tools. And to be honest, Brutes are I would say a lower represented class overall. So I don't know how many people have truly explored like the pump Rhinar pump, like that pump side. And maybe like the more vanilla go again, D-reacty side. So something might break out. I think KO is just going to be KO forever. He'll probably slowly LL out during ProQuest and RTN seasons and eventually take claws with him. And then maybe we'll get some cool shit. But speaking of that, we got ProQuest season going on right now. We're on week 2, right? Week 2 of ProQuest season. And the meta is looking like Syndra and Verdance. Pretty much. Verdance at 21% of the wins, Syndra at 19% of the wins, KO at 7%, Gravy at 7%, and Acilio at 7%. Everybody else kind of dwindling pretty far behind. Maybe like Dash.io is the only one in the 5% range. Everybody else is pretty much neutral. What do you guys thought on this ProQuest season meta and how it's? I mean, this is what it's probably going to look like for Worlds, kind of, right?
Yeah, hopefully. Like, it's such a. I won't even lie. I hate this meta so much. Like, there's no best deck to just annihilate everything. So everything's like Mickey Mouse up in the air. Like, it's like the triangle of Syndra, Gravy, and Verdance. Like, Syndra beats Gravy most of the time. Yeah. And then I don't know what happens.
Gravy beats Syndra.
Gravy beats
Verdance. Yeah.
And then Verdance beats Syndra, and it's just like there's no really good deck to pick.
Yeah.
I think this is the most fun meta we've had in a while. But it's only fun if you're playing one of the 4 decks. It feels very good, but you just get high rolled so hard during games, or like you get outvalued during so many games if you're not playing one of these 4 decks.
What are the 4 decks? It's
Oscillo, Syndra, Gravy, and Verdance.
Sure.
Yeah.
See, there's an interesting pick for the top 4.
He's up there, 7%.
It's real good. Great deck. If there's no Syndra, I think Acilio is the best deck in the format. Because it beats Verdance and Gravy. But if there's Syndra, just bang.
Well, it's a 50% chance to win the game if it's Acilio versus Syndra. Because if the Syndra wins the die roll, Acilio likely loses. But if Acilio wins the die roll, Acilio can win it. Is from personal perspective. Because like Acilio
really?
breaks down. Yeah, the problem with Acilio is if you're a huge damage deck and you go first, he's just going to take 10. And then you've started the aggro race negative 5, 10, whatever damage. And now you have to high roll the rest of the game. Whereas if you go first and do an aggro mirror, you could set up and then go for your big turn. I'm not an Acilio player, but that's what I've heard. Right? That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
That's what's happened to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you an Acilio player?
No. I've versed a lot of Acilios.
If you can beat the shit out of them turn 1, you can win the game. If you don't, you lose.
Yeah, I was playing Acilio for a little bit, and I brought him to the Pro Tour, and like from personal experience, I almost pivoted off Acilio because of Syndra existing. Yeah. So, I don't know.
I think Ethan plays a lot of Acilio. He tells me Acilio's pretty cracked. Yeah. But he was the one who kind of said, "Don't if you lose a die roll, it's a bad game." You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the meta is like in a healthy-ish state, right? We've never really had there's only been one meta that I'm aware of since I started playing the game, and it was the heavy hitters meta, where it was like super even on the win rate side. There's not really that many tier 1 S tier decks. I've never enjoyed metas where a wizard is the best, personally. So I'm not a big fan of Verdance, even though she's kind of a cool wizard. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of her play style, I guess.
Yeah. She's worse than like you'd imagine, or like not worse. Like no one, like the reason no one complains about her is because she just like kills you, but you get her down to 1, so it's like close game. But the games are never close because she just blocks out and waits till she can just kill you, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like a controlled descent. They're just
exactly.
Yeah, it's like a secret initiative by all of them. They want to make sure she doesn't get neutered, so they keep letting you get to 1.
Yeah.
I mean, Syndra's a pretty fair deck to be. If Syndra's going to be the premier aggro deck, I think that's a relatively fine. She's a fine aggro deck, right? Like, she's not, yeah.
Me on like when I first like Rhinar into Syndra, I think I have like at least a 70% win rate into Rhinar, just because how many like on hits I run in my deck.
Yeah.
Like it feels fair against a Syndra.
Yep.
Meanwhile, against a Verdance, the fairness is if I'm 20 health and you're 1 health, like then I'm winning, right? But if I'm like, if we're even, if we're both on 10 health, you're winning. And
pretty much.
That's the one issue about Verdance. It's always a feels bad.
Yeah, it's the wizard trap at the end of the game where you're like, you have to predict what's in their hand and what you've seen and what's going to happen on that turn, because like it's just like Kano. It's like sometimes you're like, I'm going to kill you this turn, and if you miscalculate by 1 point, you're just dead, and you have to know their deck better than they do almost to really like predict when you can go against a Verdance or not. It's kind of They could also just draw good.
Like, do they have it?
Yeah, do they have it yet? Do they have it? Can I go?
They always do.
Yeah,
they just always have it. Like let's not beat around the bush. They always have light up the leaves in the hand.
Yeah.
And Verdance has been getting a lot of spice, dude. She keeps getting fucking good cards, dude. Good cards. Like
good cards.
They really like the Earth talent, dude. Like
Ringer Roses.
I mean, I mean, like zero. Like her damage is also just like so high now on regular turns. Like, what are you gonna? You can't block 7 arcane. It's just or 6. Like she could just throw 6 arcane at you randomly,
and then block 8 as well with. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
And it's the sickest like on hit 2-card hands you could possibly have with physical. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Yeah.
Would you say she has a lot of agency just to do whatever the hell she wants? Like attacking you, she can just pivot to blocking out or pivot to sending a big attack, whatever.
I mean,
she has.
Yeah. Go ahead.
She has like every game plan. She's like, okay, I'm gonna play all my healing pots and win that way. I'm gonna tempo you, I'm gonna win that way. I'm gonna combo you, I'm gonna win that way. And every point in the game, like she has something she can do easily.
Yeah.
And it feels like, I don't know about you guys, it feels like no matter what she's doing, if she's trying to set up, she just has it every time.
It's because the floor of her deck is so high, dude. Like all of her attacks deal 7 damage. Her physical attacks, they do a tremendous amount of damage and have toxic on hits. Her combos are good. Her arcane direct spells are now really high. Like as far as like you can't block. There's no class in the game that can block the 6th arcane. Like there's nobody can do it. Well, I guess Guardians, but like who's teching for that? If you slow your game plan down, then they just have more time to set up. And like I sit at the top tables a lot at like when we're doing the streaming and stuff, and like I'll hear the Verdance players talking to their friends, and they're like, okay, well, this deck I have exactly this game plan, and if it goes this way, I'll pivot to this. And that's one of the few classes you can hear them say, like, I'm going to change the way I play my entire deck for this matchup. Like whether it's like kill them, aggro, or stack. And then you have like Rhinar players who are like, I hope I draw Blood Rush. That's my game plan. We're gonna blood rush you guys, and we're gonna try and defend as best as we can. They're playing a different angle.
It's a different game. It really is.
It really is, and it's kind of like Gravy's. He can play because Gravy's number sitting in ProQuest is like 7%. But again, Gravy's one of the most better players. Play Gravy better. right?
Yeah.
100%.
So like our pro players, that 7% is much higher, right? When we put it in the hands of our best players in the world, you've got Verdance with a high amount of agency, Gravy Bones with a high amount of agency, and then Syndra with a high level of consistency. The best players in the world tend to do really well on high agency decks. So I think Worlds, you're going to see Gravy a little higher unless Syndra just eats them up.
Like one thing about Gravy and like the comparison to Verdance, Gravy, a good player can like win any game, right? I feel like any good Gravy player can win any game. And it's like all that mental like fatigue that if you're able to deal with mental fatigue, you're amazing. Meanwhile, Verdance, I really feel like you can just slap your 4 cards on the board every turn and just win. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
I think the game plan is just so straightforward.
It's so straightforward.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I actually really like Verdance. Like the whole idea behind Verdance is like super simple, easy to set up. You have your game plan. If it gets disrupted, you're able to pivot to something else. It's just that she has too much on-rate stuff for her existence to be acceptable in Flesh and Blood, in my opinion.
I think a deck that can auto win long con, right? Like I think a deck that is a combo deck, that is a setup combo deck, it has way too many tools to kill you early, right? Like its identity, I think, was originally around that like long-term setup and like, let's build this pots up, let's build the board state, you're gonna die, just watch. And then now she's like, okay, well, I can accidentally kill you pretty early sometimes. I have a lot of disruption. So now my setup is like a much more methodical process. It's more like, I don't know. She got nut. She just kept getting cards the last couple sets. She just kept getting nudged and she was already good. You know? It's one of the weird heroes. When I kept seeing her new cards, I was like, why is Verdance getting this? Like, you know? She's already fucking nuts. Like, why does she keep getting new cards? I guess they really want her out. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
All right. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Some heroes just
another Earth Block 3 too.
Yeah. Like she's good. Chill. Leave her alone. Let her go. You know, like give it to somebody else, dude. Anyways, ProQuest also has Living Legend. And would you guys believe it? It's every rune blade in the game.
Flesh and Rune Blade.
Yeah.
We're back, baby. We're back, baby.
And a little bit of Bravo and Kano sprinkled in there with, I guess, Dash.io. So we've got 3 non-rune blades in there. KO, Bravo Star of the Show, and Dash.io. And then every rune blade ever printed is doing quite well with Viscera.
Hey, no Vincent, all right? No Vincent.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about her, dude. Yeah, she's not actually a rune blade. She's a shadow disappointment, but you know what? No, it's a pretty cool hero. She's a cool hero, dude. She's just not busted. Are you guys like prepared for Living Legend at Worlds?
I'm not playing Living Legend. I'm gonna. It's.
Did they just unrestrict Warmongers as well?
That's fine. I'm fine with Warmongers being unrestricted.
Yeah, but all the rune blades are going loose, and like, why isn't Warmongers doing its thing?
Because Viscera got so many cards now that they can just pick Peace and then vomit out 40 rune trance on that turn. You know what I mean? Like Viscera is like, oh, Warmongers, sit. All right, pass. I made 14 rune chance, and next turn they're gonna make 20 more. You know, like he doesn't give a shit about that at all. Yeah, it probably hurt. And then like the other heroes, right? Briar's all attack actions, Roar's all attack actions. So what is Warmongers really gonna do to them? Chain's the one that might get stuffed, right? I think Chain took a hit.
I don't know, man. If you've seen these Chain lists, I don't think Chain cares at all. He just goes like create shackle, swing with something, and then swing with its weapon. It really doesn't matter. It's like if you're playing like a really bad Duskblade build, it matters, but outside that, probably not.
I want to love Living Legend badly because like eventually my heroes are going to be there and I want to play it. But when I look at this infographic they put on of the Living Legend leaderboard or like for ProQuest, it is every bad memory I've had in Flesh and Blood. it's Bravo Star of the Show, Original Briar, Aurora, Kano, Chain, and Viserai. I played Viserai for a little bit, so I kind of have some good memories with him. But looking at that, it is every hero I hated playing against.
Yeah.
You ask me, I feel like Living Legend is the end goal for Flesh and Blood.
Of course.
Like it is everything you've ever wanted in a card game. You can play anything you want, and it's never going anywhere. Yeah, there's gonna be a few bans over time, and there will be like certain metas over the years, but it's just suffering from the early days of Flesh and Blood and the power creep that was like, I want to say forced like onto certain heroes.
Yeah.
So I want this format to be like the best thing ever, because like when Rhinar rotates, when anyone else rotates, like I want to still be able to go to locals and just play that hero.
Yep. If you play from a meta perspective, it's a fun, like it can be fun because the heroes are kind of unique. They're very different from each other. I think Viserai is the odd one out, but like, you know, those power fantasies are real. But like you just said, I don't see any modern fab hero competing against these heroes when they LL. Like even you drop Syndra in there, I don't see it. Right?
Oh,
like
does nothing.
You drop any of the heroes from this last set, they're never going to compete in there. Right?
You drop Nu in there, and Nu isn't competing with any Runeblade.
Yeah.
Like,
you know?
and that's Nu. That's Nu, the toxic hero.
I mean, we're not even seeing Zen.
Oh,
Zen?
we do.
He's in there sometimes, but he's not on this graphic.
People haven't solved him correctly, though.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you take any of these modern heroes, like, you're never going to actually get to play them unless they do some mad bans. Like, mad.
Yeah.
My favorite thing... Sorry, you go.
Oh, no, you go.
My favorite thing is, like, seeing these new players, like, understand what we were going through in the early years of Flesh and Blood. It's like, oh, like, why did they print Chain? I'm like, yeah. And back then, we like our best turns as a brute player was like 0 for 6 with Intim.
Yeah.
Like they had everything and then more, and then you had like just on rate hits, like.
And they're just like abusing Art of War and everything.
Yeah, dude.
But I feel like what Nathan you were saying earlier is kind of interesting because everything was broken back in the day, but everything new is going to be just kind of Yeah. So, but once we have like a million more heroes released, if they just ban all the dumb broken shit, maybe then everything will just start to balance and we'll have an actual playable, non-aggressive overlap in its type of deck format.
Yeah, like an eternal game like Flesh and Blood, the developers are stuck with like really difficult decisions no matter what. Like, because the premise 100%. Of LL is unrestricted power.
Yeah.
But that means that you basically get to play Tales of Aria heroes and Monarch heroes and then Everfest, right? And I mean, Starvo's banned into the moon. Like, he has barely any of his tools left. He has like 1 copies of all that shit. They took away all of his most powerful cards. Awaken's gone. Like, he's the reason Oldhim sucks. And now he's like mid. But they took away almost all of his cards. You know what I mean? If they gave those cards back, the guy is right back on the top, you know? I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to wait a while before I ever play an LL event, I think. Like,
I'm not looking at it. I'm
not going to Worlds.
Yeah, I'm just going to...
Sorry.
I have to win an event to actually go to Worlds.
Gotta believe, Yazi. Gotta draw Blood Rush 3 times.
Yeah.
Should have drawn Blood Rush, dude. Should have played Claws.
Yeah.
All right, so we got one announcement. I don't really know exactly what's going on with this, but LSS is turning 6 years old, which is coming on October 20th, which is 2 days from now. Pretty excited. Maybe by the time this video is actually live, it's today. So we've got a bunch of giveaways, armories, and they're announcing Silver Age, right? So I think the new version of Blitz, because Blitz was kind of low-keyly like a single post on Twitter that linked to an article, was retired. What do you guys think of like the retirement of Blitz? Because like I have mixed emotions on it.
it's like 50-50 because now like what the hell is Shiana gonna do? Shiana is unplayable in any format.
Yeah.
And then it's like now it's
Shut
good
up.
because there's no more
I hate
crazy
Shiana.
stuff. If you're playing
But,
Shiana,
yeah.
you're trolling anyway.
Yeah. I mean, Data
There are some
Best hero.
rare specialization cards from memory.
Mm.
You can run Levia's attack.
Oh, yeah.
Soul Reaping
Soul Reaping, yeah.
or Soul Harvest.
I
Yeah,
think
Soul Harvest.
I'm fairly certain Icelander had one too.
It's a Frostbite Eternal or something.
Yeah,
Ice Eternal.
Ice
Yeah.
Eternal.
Guy's a card
Shiana.
dictionary,
Let me look for
dude.
Shiana deck.
Can you even play
Like-
Shiana because she's a legendary Marvel?
I think you can play any hero still.
Okay.
In Silver Age. I don't think you can because she's legendary, right? You can't play legendaries.
Yeah, I have no. I mean, have they announced
I
like
don't
exactly what's going on with Silver Age yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think this is like what they're going to tell us as the rules and whatever.
This is what 2 days from now is.
Yeah, this is what it is.
And the people listening already know.
wait.
They're like, "Shut up, you guys!"
Yeah, this is annoying. We already know.
Morons on the little box in my screen.
Oh, these fucking idiot breed players. Dude,
I'm keen for Silver Age. I'm just not keen to play it. Like,
Why not?
At the end of the day, like CC and like 40 health heroes is flesh and blood to me.
Yeah, sure.
100%.
Like everything, like every card feels like it's made for that.
Yeah.
And giving us the option of only having commons and majestics. I mean commons and rares is just like
limiting.
Yeah, very limiting. Like I'm keen to like see it progress and see where they go with it. Like let's say Silver Age, like it's a block only, so you're only allowed to play certain heroes during that block. Maybe that's cool. Yeah, I'm keen to see what it is. I'm just not keen to play it currently.
I loved Blitz before it turned into what it turned into after the Power Fantasy stuff kind of came out. Because like original Blitz to me was like a good fucking time, right? Like you'd show up, I'd play my I'd play my D-Gen fucking hero, but like he was kind of shitty. You know, Rhinar was a D-Gen. Rhinar was considered D-Gen back then. You know what I mean? And you'd have some fun games. You teach new players. You kind of have like, but then we got to the point where like Viserai would one shot you on turn 1 or 2, right?
And then Rhinar would int him 4 turn 1 kill.
Yeah, and then we got Berserk for a little bit. We did I think it was the re-release of WTR Draft or whatever. No, WTR Blitz is like the WTR set where you could get the young heroes again. And they just released Berserk. I put a video out on YouTube saying this deck is stupid. I brought it in and I one-shot my first opponent and I was like, figured it out, dude. Those kind of things
deck
are like
solved.
But deck solved. But yeah, then it just was like we were way too strong. Every hero is way too strong. 20 health is not enough. I have more than like 2 turns now. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm kind of sad Blitz is gone. It is a great segment for new players. It's fun sometimes to do like meme stuff in the game store, barbecue or whatever. But yeah, no. I mean, Silver Age might be cool.
Yeah. Can we rewind back to Berserk?
Yeah.
Like that card was busted, right?
No.
Why not?
It wasn't.
You just do 50 damage turns with KO, right?
Not really. Well, with new KO, it still sucks, but like it's not enough.
It's really not enough.
Well, if you think about it, I think that it was not worth the ban. I think they were afraid of what KO would have LL'd back then if he had it, I think, because 100%. It does make him a little bit better or a lot of bit better. But like it's another inconsistency thing, right? You have to have Blood Rush Bellows, Berserk, a blue in your hand, and a 6, right?
Yeah.
So it takes 4 cards to turn it on. Then you need a pulping or something in your arsenal, and then you have to keep drawing. Other discard go again cards, and you have to have scabs or medax or something to really take it to the moon. And so likely you most of the time it fizzled out very fast.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
The issue was go on.
I had a KO deck that was dealing like 50 damage if you just like arsenal either Blood Rush or Berserk, and then it would just deal 50 damage. out of nowhere and win. It was just obviously an
I did it
egregious
on Rhinar
defensive
like
overlap.
once or twice. But like 99% of the time, it just was like, oh, okay, I have all these resources and I have nothing to send. So,
yeah. Or if you draw discard Berserk, your turn just bricks and your deck's
also, that happens so often. Like almost every time. Like you have everything aligned, your Blood Rush draws you 2 more Go Again cards. You're like, this is it. And then you flip and it hits another Blood Rush Bellows. And you're like, my turn ends. Goodbye. You know?
The reason why I think like Berserk is still a good card is that Brute feels like it's missing its second power play card.
Yes, I think so.
So you got Blood Rush Bellows and we had Berserk. Both of those together made Brute a solid class. But like going into these new Super Slam heroes, like they're not going to be able to use them. That's fine. But these old Brute heroes, they really feel like they need 2 power play cards that they can put in their deck.
I genuinely think that's one of our issues is we just have no backup to Blood Rush doesn't show up fast enough. Like we have no backup to it. KO puts out decent damage, but he's the only one who can do that, like consistently.
Yeah.
He's the only one who can do it. You've got Eugene, who's played more Flesh and Blood than anybody in the world, right? He's not like... The guy is everywhere, every major tournament on one hero. He only plays Rhinar. And he has the most aggressive deck that has 1-ofs. The guy's got this shit figured out. And his deck dies to itself all the time, right? Like, he doesn't crush every event he goes to. He does really well, but then his deck dies 2 or 3 times. And he sometimes gets top 8. Most of the time kind of gets towards the top, but doesn't quite make it.
Yeah.
Like... That version of Rhinar doesn't have what it takes. And that's the most degen, aggressive, wild version of Rhinar possible in the best hands possible, tuned over 10,000 games. And it's not, the risk to reward ratio is not enough to win a tournament. Like just, you know, it's just the truth. So like we do need another power card, I think, because if you're going to take so much risk and then your Blood Rush fizzles, your Pulping fizzles, like you need another power card to fire to take another risk.
Like, we need another like Beast Within, for example, to keep the consistency there.
Oh, I do love Beast Within a lot. The card has killed me so many times, but I love that card.
That's such a good card.
I'm gonna go into a story. Back when I played Blitz, like when Blitz first came around, I went like I versed an opponent, and I discarded Beast Within turn 1 and took 12.
Yeah,
turn 1.
Yeah. I was gonna win I was going in the top 8, gonna win the game. My Beast Within flips for 7. I cry about it. End my turn. Next turn, flip a Beast Within off the top. I take 10. Not 10. I take 6 or I take 6 or 7 again. So I think I took like 10 or 11 damage over 2 turns, and I was like, all right, guys. Well, I'm just cool. All right, dog. Yeah, but that was on like old school. My like turtle Rhinar, right? Like I played D-Reacts and sigils and stuff. So like, of course, those cards like hemorrhaged damage. All right. So we got a bunch of community questions from the Discord, Savage Lands News Discord. Let's just go through them. This one's from Fancy. What got you into Brute, and has anything brought you back recently?
Ooh, so. I want to say nothing got me into Brute. It was literally a die roll between me and my mates. It was like I was gonna play Bravo because long-haired guy. My mate was like, "No, I'm gonna play Bravo." But the reason why I stuck with Brute is because it's such a solid game plan class.
Yeah.
Like it has everything. It just doesn't do everything good.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't aggro well, doesn't block well, but it has every like aspect of the game inside like one class.
Totally agree. What about you?
Right, just play it for the gamble. Draw discard. Hit me a Beast Within. I don't know.
I love it.
Scabbies? Yeah.
Big scabs. Yeah, I mean, I started on Levia, went to Viscera, and then went to Rhinar.
Ooh.
And I think it's exactly what you said, Yazi. Like, at some point in time, I went during that season, I did disgustingly well on Rhinar. Like, I was having a very good year. Like, it was just nuts. I won so many things, got my first ever calling top 8. But, like, Rhinar could do everything I wanted him to do, right? Like, if I needed a defensive deck, I threw in my D-Rex, my sigils, I played back, I went for my combos. I would lean a little bit more aggressive. I mean, like, and the generic 6s, like the on hits, like the pummels, like I could look at any 3 heroes back then and be like, okay, I can pick this one to crush. I'm going to intrinsically beat this one. And then I just have to like figure out a riskier, like you said, gambling game plan for this other hero. And you could do that every game. You could flip between like gamble, defensive, aggressive. And it was so fun. I think I eventually got power crept out of the game though. And that has always kind of broken my heart a little bit, that like I don't like degen Rhinar. It's not the Rhinar I like to play. It is not what I
guy?
Yeah. No, I was a defensive claws guy. Like it has some gambling. I did roll scabs a lot. But like it was on purpose. I'd keep a blue and tunic. I would double claw for a blue, right? Like that kind of scabs rolling. Those gambles, like the little bit of nudging, not like my full turn blood rush scab, right? Like a
Yeah.
But now brutally, like I play Eugene's list and I'm just like, this fucking sucks. This sucks, dude. I drew 2 non-blocks. Like this is dog shit. Like, oh, hit a blue again. Guess my turn's over. What is the coolest thing a brute hero is doing right now? This is also from Fancy.
Ooh.
Is it rock?
I don't know. I really got to say, yeah, the coolest thing like has to be the fact that rock is playable.
Yeah.
It's like when rock was announced during Dynasty, I'm like, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But like it's just so cool that it now has an identity. It now has a class, like a hero that plays it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I think it's really cool that it's playable and that it's actually good, because back in the day everyone loves the card, but it was just so bad. Like you were playing Epots and like Talisman of Recompense. Yeah. Like forget about that card now. You got Tuffnut.
I think Tuffnut's the coolest thing Brute's doing right now. I mean, outside of like rock is cool. I actually really just like the toughness rotation stuff. I don't know. The revered cards are very fun to play, which is not a recent experience with most brute cards. Like every one of Tuffnut's cards, I love throwing on the table. I love it.
Like it feels like a brute.
Yes.
Like it's the first brute that properly feels like a brute.
Yeah.
Like it blocks well. It does consistent damage. It has options for go again.
It can gamble still. Like you can take your like, I'm losing the game. I'm gonna gamble intelligently here. Right. I mean, like, because we're boomer brute players, I'm guessing, like based on probably your average person playing the game now. The D-gen brutes that you guys play, KO, and now in new versions of Rhinar were like not what we played for 4 years. It wasn't what we played at all. It was much different, more methodical brute. So I think he's like getting so close there, dude. Like I think he's so fucking close to being sick.
Yeah.
All right. This one's from Lucker13. Which new brute excites you the most? What is this? Rhinar AD hopes and dreams? Question mark. What does that mean?
AD.
Armory deck.
Oh,
Armory deck.
Come on, guys.
Got it.
8 brain big
brute strong.
I gotta say, I'm loving RKO. I think RKO has like you can build it so many different ways.
Yeah.
The first list that I went with was just like every 4 block in the game, fatigue your opponent out, and then just win with just swinging with 1 blue. But then I tried the calling list where it's like looking for scrap and all that. Personally, I feel like it just doesn't do brute well enough for me. Like if I'm gonna play brute here, I want to play a brute. But then I've recently tried this like brute based RKO build that relies on its blues late game, and that feels very solid. So the customization of RKO, like for me, is you want me to say Rhinar, but RKO is amazing.
I have heard from a lot of people who like tried him, weren't sure, and then immediately were like, this is a pretty fucking cool deck to play. Like this is fun, it's enjoyable, he does a lot of cool stuff. I mean, it's kind of like Goliath, but feels good.
It feels like a balanced Verdance, in my opinion. Like it has that late game like lock. Like the RKO lock feels so crazy. Like when they're on 3 health and you just swing a blue at them, and then they have to block their entire hand or lose.
Yeah.
That's what Verdant should feel like, but yeah. Okay,
or even like Mocking Blow. They have to block even more.
Mocking Blow's crazy, man.
Yeah, that card's pretty correct.
Above right.
Yeah. I think Tuffnut excites me more, but that's just because I don't know. The first one I played was Tuffnut. I played like the full defensive club list, and I was like, this is so close to Nutso. I want to really focus. I mean, I'm not really allowed to play the game anymore, so it's like, so I just don't have that competitive vibe right this second. But like, I really do want to push Claw Tuffnut to as far as I can push it, because I think it's sick.
Yeah.
What are you guys hoping? He did ask like the Armory deck. Did you see the tiny photo they put on the video when they were kind of spoiling the 6-year anniversary? Did you see it?
No.
Okay,
No,
it shows. It shows like the very bottom of a new card. It says Club Weapon, but the text is slightly different than what Romping Club looks like. So there's a chance we get another Bone Basher, and or there's a slightly new version of a club coming up in the Rhinar Armory deck. It's possible. What are you guys hoping to get out of it? Like, if you could get anything.
Go again.
Yeah, for sure.
Give us a club with Go Again, and that'll be fine.
The last carnival slot, Brute. What was that card called? The Romping Club one? The discard Romping Club card.
Bam Bam.
Oh, Bam Bam.
Bam Bam. Yeah, thank you. Bam Bam does say on it multiple club attacks in one turn.
Oh, don't say that to me.
What do you mean?
Here, let me pull it up. The way it's worded explicitly says club attacks this turn. As in, you could hit them with a club multiple
times. Not your
times.
next club attack?
It doesn't say next. It says club attacks. It's the first Brute card that ever said anything similar to that. And so my immediate reaction was like, I thought we were going to get a Berserker Brute this last set that could dual wield two-handed weapons. And I was like, I'm going to shit my pants. Right? But the Armory deck is coming, and they were probably planned very similar in time to each other. There is a chance.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to future-proof that.
Yeah.
Smart enough.
Let me read it real quick, just so you guys. When this hits a hero, destroy an item they control. Instant, discard this. Your club attacks this turn. When this hits a hero, destroy an item they control. So yeah, plural on the attacks. It's the first time I've ever a Brute card did that.
That's sick. Maybe it's like
would be nuts.
What would it do? Like if you discarded a 6 against Go Again, or like on hit Go Again and attack again, maybe,
or
like
just two one-handed ones. I have no idea. Like
just give me 2 clubs, and I'll be the happiest boy alive. Like, I'm sure this is like the answer to clubs leaving.
Yeah, because like the rest of Brute has so many weapons, but they're all dog. Like,
oh yeah. Hey man, do you remember the one cost 6 attack? You can only swing with it if you've rolled a 6.
Yeah, I spoiled that card. When they gave that to me, I was like, do you guys hate me? Like, you want me to make a video on this? One of the worst cards I've ever seen. I mean, like mini meat axe too. It's like, who needed that? What is that for?
Levia.
Shut up.
Levia into wizard.
Into wizard, I guess. Like you could use a claw on a mini meat axe, I guess, but I don't know.
Don't make me pull out the board again.
Maybe some more beat chest energy will come out. I don't know. That sounds cool. Yeah, I think Go Again's what I want. Go Again and a chess piece is what I want. Maybe a new legs.
New legs would be great.
We're due for a new leg.
Yeah. Okay.
But if I had to theory guess, just from what we've been told, if a Brute club weapon that says if you've discarded a 6 this turn, this has Go Again, and it's above rate, not like Mandible Claws. Yeah, even if it's just one-handed, class fixed. Like everything about Brute's fixed.
Yeah,
we need a backup weapon because like as soon as claws are gone, what are we? We're just dog. Like we're just dog shit. We're dog shit without claws. Like.
Nah, man, I'm a club purist, so
I know, but like let's just be real honest. There has never been a Brute win in, I don't know, maybe since pre-Crucible, maybe Crucible, with any brute wielding anything but a pair of claws.
Yeah, true.
In any event, anywhere on, I mean, like, okay, ProQuest and stuff don't count, but like any real battle hardened and up, we've never seen a single brute win a list without claws.
Yeah.
Like as soon as KO's gone, the whole class drops into the floor, except for maybe Tuffnut.
Wait, but doesn't new KO keep the claws around?
No.
Okay.
I don't think he's associated to them. I could look it up right now.
Yeah, if you could look it up, that'd be good, because I do remember seeing somewhere that it was his signature weapon or whatever.
You might be right. What is his name?
I hope I'm wrong.
From memory, it feels like it's just 3 question marks that states his weapon on the Living Legend page.
That's what it used to. That's for sure what it used to say.
Also, how much longer are we gonna film for?
Like 10 minutes. Why?
Yeah, sick. I got a ProQuest in the city in 40 minutes.
Oh, okay. when do you need to leave by? Right now?
Probably like 10 minutes ago, but that's fine.
Oh, okay. Sure. Well, here, we'll just wrap it up. I'll do one last question. We'll wrap it up.
Yeah, one last question.
What's the best question? Design a new brute weapon. We kind of just did that. Does Fab need new brute mechanics? What's your shadow? Okay, we'll just do this last question because our boy has to leave us here. Oh my god. What's your shadow brute wish list for Monarch 3?
Oh my god.
A new hero.
Yeah.
That has to be it. They can't give us like one shadow brute and that's it.
Yeah, it's too hollow of like class support.
Yeah. Hopefully they give us another one and then it gets a signature weapon as well.
Yeah.
Because a new weapon for Levia would be awesome sauce. Like I can't play with Hexagore anymore.
You know that's like, James White's like special weapon. Like he loves that weapon.
Oh really?
James,
I'm so sorry.
He constantly thinks that like Levia is broken with it. I think like it's like it. He's like he wants to make. I don't know. I hear rumors about this. I don't know how exactly true this is, of course. But like that is the thing that keeps him from like pushing Levia too far because he thinks that weapon is like gonna be broken one day.
Look, it could be, especially if we get Art of War for Shadow Heroes, specifically James. Shadow Art of War hero thing. That would be sick. I feel like that would just be the glue piece that the class needed because Art of War was not broken for Levia, but it was so strong and such a glue piece, I feel.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we got to wrap up. Our boy has to go win a ProQuest. But thank you guys for coming on. It was a good time. Before we go, do you think the Armory Dunk is going to push Rhinar into competitive meta or not?
Yeah.
Our final take.
Easy.
I my cope wants to say yes. My reality wants to say we'll get a shitty beat chest card, but we'll see. All right, guys.
They're releasing an Armory deck. That'd be good.
Enjoy.
Yeah, enjoy it. Have a great day. Thank you guys so much. It was a fun time, and thanks for aligning the schedules. So far in the future.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having us.